Hey, 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 it is me, Miss Mitchell, coming live from room 305 to help you out. I heard you guys did an excellent job. There's one class who did outstanding, and so we'll have a special treat for them tomorrow. And hopefully you made it home with your homework. You only had two problems. And hopefully in class you were able to practice some of that model drawing division and just get the rhythm of dividing with the two-digit divisor. So we're going to do a little bit more practice with that today. We know we have our unit test on Thursday. It is over division. And hey, the more practice, the better you become. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to flip the camera down so you can see. There we go. And I'm just going to walk through the steps. Hopefully you completed your homework already. And basically you're just coming to check to see if you did it correctly. Or if you are struggling, maybe you need to start over on a sheet of notebook paper and just walk through the steps with me. Okay. So number one, we're just going to go ahead and read the problem. A principal is purchasing a pencil for each of her students. The pencil comes in packages of 24. If there are 1,008 students, how many packages will she need to purchase? Well, okay. I know my step one is just to take this sentence and rewrite it as if I already know the question. So if there are 1,008 students, how many packages will she need to purchase? I'm going to go ahead and put she will need to buy blank packages. All right, so when I finish this problem, this is a question I should be able to answer. So that's step one. We read the problem. We restated the question as a statement. Two, we're going to go ahead and quickly sketch our model drawing, taking it step by step. A principal is purchasing a pencil for each of her students. Okay, so that tells me in the school, say this was Sewell, Miss Marsh will be purchasing a pencil for every kid in the building. Okay, I got a picture of that. Next, the pencils come in packages of 24. So every time she buys a package of pencils, there's going to be 24 in the box. Got that part. If there are 1,008 students. Okay, so I know my total. My total is 1,008 kiddos. And I know she's buying everyone pencils. And when she purchases them, they come in boxes of 24. And the question says, how many packages will she need to buy? Okay, so I can easily see, I know my total, and I'm breaking it up into groups of 24. When I take my total and I break it up into groups of 24, that is division. So remember how we did our 3-column notes today. Okay, so that's my first column. My next column, I'm going to go ahead and set up the problem. I have 1,008 kids. And breaking that up into groups of 24. And before I solve it, I'm going to do a quick estimate to see what my answer is going to be close to. I know 24 rounds to 20. What compatible number can I change 1,008 to where it will go evenly into 2? I know I can change this to 1,000 because that's going to go in evenly. I know 10 goes into 2, but I know my basic fact. 2 times what is 10? Well, I know it's 5. And then I have 1 digit in my divisor. So I'll take 1 digit away from my dividend, and I'll have 1 left. So it means my answer is going to be close to 50. So I should have 2 digits in my quotient. All right, that helps me have a starting point. Right, so just in case you've forgotten the steps of division, remember it is, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring it down. And then we're just going to repeat until there's no more digits to bring down. So let's start. Can I make a group of 24 out of 1? Nope. So I'll put an X. And I just move 1 place over. Can I make a group of 24 out of 10? Nope, still too small. So I put an X. Can I make a group of 24 out of 100? Yes. And my goal is to find out how many groups can I make out of 24. And also, looking at our estimation, we know we should have 2 digits in our quotient. So look, there should be a digit over the 0 and a digit over the 8. 2 digits. All right, let's go ahead and start solving it. Go ahead and cover that up so I can look at the smaller portion of it. How many times can 24 go in 100? Or you can ask yourself, how many groups of 24 can I make out of 100? So if I know my estimation is 5, and I know my multiplication facts, 2 times 5 is 10. So I know this is more than 20, so that's going to be higher. So I'm going to go with 24 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 more is 96. Looks like that's going to work perfectly. So I place my 4 right above that 0. So I just divide it. 24 can go into 100 4 times without going over. Then I multiply the number you just put in the quotient times your divisor. And we just said 4 times 24 is 96. Please make sure to line up your numbers correctly because this is where some 5th graders mess up. And then you also want to make sure you subtract correctly. So, can I take 6 from 0? Nope. Bigger bottom, better borrow. I go over here, nothing there. So I have to go next door. I take 1,000 away. I break it up. Now I have 10 hundreds. And I can, once again, regroup. This changes to a 9. And that changes to a 10. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 9 is nothing. And so I have a difference of 4. Subtraction done. Now I'm going to check. Is my difference smaller than my divisor? If I can say yes, then I keep moving. And I do the last step. Bring it on down. Now, am I finished? Of course not. Because now I get to start all over again. 48 becomes my new dividend, and I ask myself, how many groups of 24 can I make out of 48? Well, I'm thinking that's going to be a low number because 2 times 2 is 4, so I'm going to try 2. 24 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Ding, 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 ding. I found it. 24 times 2 is 48. So I divide it. I can make 2 groups of 24 out of 48. Then I multiply. 2 times 24 is 48. I'm going to go ahead and make sure you finish it out. Subtract it. I get 0. Yay. I check, is 0 smaller than 24? Of course. And there's nothing else to bring down. I am finished. Yay me. But before I go ahead and fill in my blank and fill in my Griddable, I make sure I double check my work. So I'm going to do my check over here. I take my quotient, 42. I multiply times my divisor, 24. And I should get my dividend of 1,008. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. I'm finished with my ones. And I place my 0 because really I'm saying not 2 times 2. I'm really saying 20 times 2. So 20 times 2 is 40. And notice that's why the 0 is there. 2 times 4 is 8. And I add my partial products. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. And then 8 plus my 1 is 9. Plus 1 more is 10. And that I have my partial products. So my answer is correct. 42. And my answer sounds reasonable. If I buy 42 packages of pencils that have 24 in each package, then I will have enough pencils for 1,008 students. I make sure I put it in the right place. Here's my decimal point. So this is my ones, that's my tens, and I just bubble it in. If you want to put zeros here, you can, but you don't necessarily have to. So those are our steps that we've taken today when we're doing our problem solving. We go ahead and first read the problem. Then we take our question, change it into a statement. Then we show our model drawing to make sure whether we multiply or divide. And then after that, we go ahead and set up our problem. Before we do our problem, we want to take a quick estimate where my answer is going to be closest to. So when I do the problem, it saves me a lot of work. I don't have to do 24 times 1, 24 times 2, 24 times 3, 24 times 5, 24 times 6, and so on all the way down to 9. It helps me work it out quicker because I know what my estimate, what my answer should be closest to. So, take your time. You only have one more problem, and I hope you get it right. And I will see you in class tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.